Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This file here is a perfect example of taking home a beautiful plant or gifted a beautiful orchid. And for those of you who are just starting to grow orchids, this is a perfect example of having an orchid that is there's an inner pot here that the orchid was originally planted in, and the outer pot without a drainage. And this right here, will cause root rot. And for those of you, who are not familiar with growing orchids or just beginning, you may just be thinking, oh, it's beautiful and it's doing well, the blooms are fine. So what I'm going to do here is to repot this orchid. I never usually repot my orchids while they're in bloom, but for my phals, when there's an inner pot, I like to repot and get rid of this because there's no proper drainage going on here, and I don't want to lose my roots. I don't want them to get start rotting. And what I did, there was quite a few brown roots going on here, so what I did was to clip them with a sanitized clipper. I sanitized it with hydrogen peroxide, and I cut all the dry roots off. Luckily I caught it early, so I did that, and I washed my roots with hydrogen peroxide to take care of the open wound that I just cut. So I have it ready to be repotted. So I'm gonna put this right here. So I'll be using and guys, I try to use everything that's in my garden, make use of it. I had a palm trunk that started to rot, so what I did, I put it to dry and I cut it up in fine chips, and I mix it with pebbles and bark chips, and this is what the inner part of the palm looks like. It's barky, it has barks, and you could get big chunks of it, or you could crush it, whatever size you want. So I had it sterilized and I put it to dry, and it's dried. So I'm gonna line the bottom of my pot here. There's proper drainage there. Make sure you have proper drainage. And I'm gonna see the roots looking nice. And you don't have to worry about cutting off the brown roots. You're just gonna keep something that's gonna rot. So you cut it. It doesn't matter how skinny the root is gonna look after, but make sure it's all healthy looking roots that you're placing in here, so you don't have to worry about it for a while. So I'm gonna place it in here, place my orchid in here, and I'm gonna fill it with the barks and the river rocks and my palm trunks. Palm trunk will give it a little moisture. It's dry and nice. I had it sterilized, and the mixture of the river rocks and the pine bark, just to get it sturdy here. Good looking media, guys. And I usually do this just to get everything down in the bottom to get it stable. So if there's need to put more media in it, I'll figure it out. looking nice. I like to mount my phals, but I decided I'm gonna pot this one to, you know, I want to see it in this pot, but it's a way of demonstrating to you guys what happened when you get an orchid either purchased or gifted and there's not proper drainage. That will cause root rot. Then you start seeing the orchid fading and you don't realize that there's no drainage going on there. The inner pot is draining, but the outer pot is not getting proper drainage. Let me put some. I'm gonna stake this because the blooms are still firm and heavy, so it's best to stake it. Staking it, guys. That's it. So that's my my phal. I repotted it, and my meat is looking nice. All I need to do now is to give it just a little water. And the palm chunks will take care of some moisture. It's kind of a corky looking material, so I don't have to water it pretty often, you know. That's it guys. That's my phal. Looking beautiful, guys. So thank you guys. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for growing with my channel. Thank you.